That leads me to my next question, which is to Dr. Samad. And you very widely travel, you speak several languages, and you now interact with followers of different faith. And it's, I think, very interesting how your efforts and then the support by the relevant quarters have led to even the monks now coming to Pakistan to see the sites, and not just in KP. You've encouraged them to go to Punjab also and other parts of the country. So what are you hearing internationally about this slight ways in which we have opened up in those respects, and what do you think are missing still at our sites, which will enable more of them to come and appreciate what we have?
Thank you, Kiran. I'll be speaking on the perspective of the very hardcore archaeologist, a bit different from Lashari Saab, that he has a different opinion. But if you're talking about specifically about Gandhara, Buddhist, about monks, then of course Pakistan, Gandhara is very much famous internationally, especially every Buddhist in the world, he or she knows about Gandhara. They read in their scriptures, in their holy books about Gandhara, but they never been there. But once they are visiting, now they are starting visiting Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan, in Texla, in Punjab, different, but they're amazed. But the main issue that we are facing, you said, what is their opinion about Pakistan, Gandhara? The main issue they are seeing, or we are facing, is the conservation issues. Thanks to again to World Bank and to your efforts that we have a lot of funds to conserve heritage sites. But let me tell you, we have 20,000 archaeological sites in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which includes 2,000 Buddhist sites. And we are only able to conserve 22 sites so far. So we need a lot of resources to attract more international tourists, especially for Buddhist tourists. We need facilities. But the far most priority is conservation. For me, is conservation, because we need to conserve heritage sites. These are in very bad condition. Unfortunately, last 2-3 years, this is a hype has been created. I think it's a artificial hype that every second person is talking about religious tourism. Every second person become an expert on heritage tourism or religious tourism. They have some fake figures portraying that we can earn a lot of money from that. Please, for God's sake, Gandhara and heritage, this is all about archaeology, your identity, your cultural heritage. This is not about earning money. Internationally, nobody earns money from heritage site. Every country, they invest money on heritage site to preserve it for future generation. Like, I mean, this is not Naran Kagan or Nathia Gali where you establish chairlift and invite tourists and earn money. You need to spend money on heritage site to conserve it, and then tourism is a byproduct of heritage conservation. I mean, tourism comes second things, but the foremost thing is that we need to preserve and conserve these heritage sites. So far in KP, we were only able, with all this World Bank support and KP government support, we were able to conserve only 22 sites. I mean, our museums are not interactive museums. They were established back in 60s, never updated. These need to be updated, and they need to be proper awareness on a higher level. Of course, we can earn money, but the most important thing is the conservation of heritage site to upgrade these heritage sites.
Can I enter? So, conservation for whom?
As I said, we have 20,000 archaeological sites. It is diminishing day by day, rapidly. I mean, if there is no heritage site, there is no tourism tomorrow. So I'm not denying the tourism part, but my point is tourism is the byproduct of heritage. It should not be the priority that we should earn only money from tourism, heritage.
Thank you. So, yes, and I think we have elements of this happening at your sites also. You are conserving first, like we are working with them extensively on the Bhati gate, and the first thing we are doing is to conserve the gate itself, because you can't see
Unless
what was present on the gate.
How will you present it? And it's not worth presentation unless you, yes, the starting point is conservation. But then some, and I don't mean just free-for-all tourism.
Exactly.
Every site speaks for itself. There have to be SOPs, there have to be practices, controlled tourism, but we have to teach our people, and yet by preservation it should not mean shutting it down or keeping the people away. There's a difference between the two. So bureaucrats are very good at preservation through